London town.
On our journey to the Harry Potter studio tour, we headed to the train station, but we were unsure of where our train actually departed from, but Lauren figured it out, and of course, it was platform
9 3/4.
We took the train to the bus, which it turns out did go to Hogwarts, and suddenly we were immersed in the world of Harry Potter.
Welcome to Hogwarts. Come on in.
What struck me first was not only that it was also very real, utterly perfect and tangible, but, well, first I lost it for a minute because I was standing in the great freaking hall, but then the attention to detail was so painstaking, from the costumes to the actual stonework. I saw things I had never noticed in the films. There were Hogwarts and house crests everywhere. Every time I stepped into a new room, I noticed new nuances that I'd never picked up on before, the sheer number of meticulously crafted signs or details in the boys' dorm. Some film sets are just facades, but most of these were full working rooms ready to be shot from every angle. Wandering between the exhibits, I felt like the entire timeline of Harry Potter was happening at once. It was a bit like walking through the real Hogwarts, where you could visit any room at any time. I felt like I had a time turner and could pop into anywhere in the story.
Now, generally, I'm not a big fan of mirror vlogging, but sometimes you have to do it. Like when it's the Mirror of Erised. You have to vlog in the Mirror of Erised. There are rules. When you're a nerd, you have to do it. But that just makes me uncomfortable. The Ministry of Magic makes me uncomfortable. I'll just say it right now. I just said it. Ministry of Magic makes me uncomfortable. Order of the Phoenix forever.
Let's just crush all the muggles under a giant magic fist.
So sad. Magic is might, but it does not make right. I think this is the cabinet that Draco just keeps pulling the sheet off of. Like there's a whole movie of just
Pulling the sheet off.
whoosh, slow motion sheet pull. Incredible detail. You can't even really see it in the video, I don't think, but really cool stuff. There's a Death Eater mask maker, like somebody who's in charge of all these.
I mean, it sounds like the type of thing that, like, maybe it's like a Horcrux, where if you earn like your Death Eater mask by doing something horrible, like it just magically like reflects whatever
That would be cool.
horrible thing you did.
Like this guy, he made a Death Eater mask by being a Tusken Raider from Star Wars.
If there were an actual guy who made the masks, you know, would Voldemort just be like, dude, we need some masks, go make
Look,
some.
Voldemort is not a great guy, but he's supporting the wizarding economy. You can't fault him for that.
We were visiting the studio tour along with a ton of people from LeakyCon, and LeakyCon attendees are obviously more exuberant than your average Harry Potter fan, so it was really special to get to see everyone step into the actual wizarding world and be so excited about it.
Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go knock on this random door I just found. There's number 4, huh? Okay. Privet Drive. That's the house.
I was just vlogging you vlogging over there.
This is how nerdy we get.
One of my favorite parts of the day was getting to visit the wonky bridge, which has so many important scenes take place on it. But it was one of the only exhibits we actually got to walk through and interact with. And frankly, I couldn't tear myself away. I hung out there. But it just has so much character. Stepping off the bridge to the castle, it struck me that all of it had become real. The moving chess pieces, Godric's Hollow, the Monster Book of Monsters. Well, Hagrid turned out to be a robot, but dragons, Buckbeak, and of course, Hogwarts. Staring at the enormous model that was used to film all of the exterior shots of the castle, I realized that this was the closest I would ever get to visiting Hogwarts. The parapets of the magical school still towering over me, I could almost imagine that the castle was just off in the distance. And in that moment, it did not matter that it was a model, or if any of the props I had seen that day were real. It was real for us.
I'm gonna vlog you vlogging.
I was just vlogging you vlogging over there, so anyone who's subscribed to both of our channels is just gonna be like, what is this?
We're at a Harry Potter exhibit, vlogging.
Yep.
It's like pretty deep into nerdiness now.
Yep.